Hello everybody. So today I thought I would do a quick video on my ranking system. So whenever I review a book or a movie or do a game or a comic or something, this is the ranking system that I would use to say how good or bad this movie or book is. Now, my sister and I already use this ranking system in our podcast. So if you want to go check that out, link in the description below. But without further ado, let's get started. Starting from the worst and going up to the best. The very worst that you could ever do in my ranking system, the worst of the worst, is that I would rather burn my eyes out with acid than watch that movie again or read that book again. Pretty self-explanatory, but let's just give an example. Transformers 2. I would rather burn my eyes out with acid than watch that movie again. It's terrible. Don't watch that movie. Burn your eyes out with acid. Don't do that. It's figure of speech, but you get the point. Now, going up from the very worst to it's still really bad is this movie was better than X movie or X book. Now, when I say movie, you just replace it with book or whatever, because this is the same ranking for all media. So saying this is better than X movie is saying that this movie, while still bad, is better than this movie. Now, X could be any number of movies or books. So let's give an example. Transformers 4 is better than Transformers 2, but just barely. It's still bad. It's just barely better, but it's still terrible. Hopefully that makes sense. Now, moving up to bad, not terrible, but bad, is I would recommend a friend not to watch it. So you're in a group of friends, you're talking about the movies or books that you like, and you're like, oh, this one's good. You come across a movie that you hate, and you're like, don't watch that movie. In this, you're saying, I would recommend a friend not to watch that movie. Don't waste your time watching this movie or reading this book. Example, Seventh Son. Don't watch that movie. It sucks. Now, moving up from bad is where it's kind of the middle ground. You don't have a bad movie, you don't have a good movie. You have meh. It's just meh. It's not good, it's not bad. It's just meh. You probably won't watch it again. You wouldn't recommend a friend to watch it. You wouldn't recommend a friend not to watch it. It's meh. Now, going into the good, finally, is I would recommend a friend to watch it. So it's basically opposite of I would recommend a friend not to watch it, is I would recommend a friend to watch it. So you're in your group, you're like, hey, this is a good movie. You should check it out. You will like it. Going up from good to even better to pretty great is I would add this to my collection. I would add this book, I would add this movie to my collection because I want to read it or watch it many, many times in the future. It's worth buying. It's worth adding to the collection. Now, we've gone through the good, we've gone through the bad. We are at the highest of the highest, the best of the best that you could possibly get with my ranking system is I would add this movie to the time capsule. So you know when you're a kid and you have a time capsule, the good things go in there. You want to remember that toy and you want to remember some pictures for future generations. That's the same kind of general idea for a book or a movie that I really like. It's that I want this movie to be remembered for generations. It is so good. But hopefully that all makes sense. Let's go through a rundown from worst to best one more time. At the very, very bottom is I would rather burn my eyes out with acid than ever watch this movie again. It is terrible. Now, going up slightly better than that is that movie was better than X movie. Example, Transformers 4 was better than Transformers 2, but just barely. It's still bad, but just above being terrible. Moving up just a little bit higher than that is I would recommend a friend not to watch this movie. You want to save your friend a few bucks. Don't let them watch that movie. Going up to the middle area, it's not good, it's not bad, it's meh. Now going up to good is I would recommend to a friend. You want to have your friend watch that movie. It's a good movie. Going up from that, even higher to greatness, is I would add it to the collection. I want to watch this movie over and over again. I want to buy this movie. I want to own it. I want to watch it multiple times. It's worth your money. Now going up to the highest of the highest is I would add this to a time capsule. This movie needs to be watched from generation to generation. It needs to be glorified, and it's amazing. It's the highest rating that I could possibly give. So that's it. Hopefully you all understand my rating system. It might be a little confusing, but I think you'll be able to get it after a while. Maybe Friday I'll do a review, but I mean, probably no one's gonna watch it. Anyways, I might do a tutorial because those are popular on my channel, not reviews. But I want to do reviews. I really like doing movie reviews and book reviews. I like talking about movies and books. So hopefully you all enjoy me talking about movies and books too. Hopefully you all like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you all on Friday. Maybe with review, maybe not. Probably not. I'm lazy.